Hello everybody and welcome to this video, a new video in the series on A-level English language. Do check out the revision guide at mrbruff.com and on Amazon. Today we're going to look at GRASP, G-R-A-S-P. Each one stands for something that will help you when analysing a text. So let's jump right in. The G stands for genre. Now, similar types of texts have a distinctive pattern, such as novels, plays and poetry, and a genre can then be broken down into subgenres. So for a novel, we can say a romance, a horror, a sci-fi, and then each subgenre has developed its own specific and recognisable features as well. When you're thinking about the genre, you need to ask yourself what type of text is it, and how does that type of text choice affect the language choices from the writer? The R stands for register. Formality choices made in a text depend on the context. It's an essential social skill that relies on an understanding of appropriate social norms and what is accepted. Now, linguists believe there are different levels of formality. These are frozen, that never change, formal, standard English, consultative, which is less formal than standard English, casual, which is what we use between friends, and intimate, which is lovers and close family members. When you're thinking about the register of a text, you want to ask yourself, how formal or informal is the text? Why has the writer or speaker chosen that level of formality? A stands for audience, a group of people a text is aimed at based on things such as age, gender, status, preferences, interests. That's what we're talking about when we talk about audience. Now, audiences can be general or specific, known or unknown. Texts need to suit their audience in order to be successful, and the audience of a text can be identified by the text lexis, content, style, formality, and tone. It's quite an interesting one, this, to look at a text and try and work out who you think the audience is from the different word choices, the formality, the tone, all of that sort of thing. It's getting harder and harder with a lot of modern literature, you could argue. Key questions to ask yourself, well, who would read this text? Is it for the active or the passive reader? What is the reader's age, gender, preferences, etc.? And how does it affect the language choices? The S stands for subject. What is the text about? Now, this might seem like a really obvious point of analysis, but knowing the subject can help you understand the writer's linguistic choices. You can ask yourself the following questions. What is the text about? How do you know that's what it's about? What impact has the subject had on the linguistic choices? And finally, the P in GRASP stands for purpose. All texts are written for a reason, such as to inform or persuade, instruct, entertain, and texts can have a primary, secondary, tertiary, or even dual purposes, or a combination. So don't think, particularly at A-level, don't think it's simple as, this is the one purpose of a text. You can ask yourself, what does the text want to achieve and how does this affect the language choices? Now, that's the GRASP approach to understanding texts. I hope you found it useful. Please do subscribe to the channel, and if you want more videos in the A-level English language series, do give this video a thumbs up.